to, we don't necessarily have to vote on it tonight, but I wanted to open a discussion about emeritus trustees. And I've been thinking Earl Cunningham has retired, he's had an enormous amount of service to this institution.
Amen.
Yeah. We have not done anything, we really need to. And I was thinking that in emeritus status, I haven't talked to Earl about this, he very well may tell me to go consult, but in emeritus trustee, other boards that I've served on, if you have a trustee that has served with distinction and served the tenure that Earl has with the devotion and the dedication, emeritus, it's a non-voting position. It's an honorary position that essentially says thank you, you're welcome to come to our meetings, you're welcome to sit at the table. I, for one, think that I would personally love to offer him an emeritus status, but that's something that the board should consider. So just before we move on to other matters, what are the general thoughts about that?
I love it.
Yes.
I also think having an emeritus trustee or two could be invaluable to a new director, because they've got some
They've got so much
history.
experience.
And he's also a reference point.
It's an incredible wealth of knowledge, and it's an honor. It's an honor, and he deserves to be honored. Is anybody familiar? I have not looked at our bylaws. I don't know if we've ever done this before. I don't think we have.
We haven't.
Okay, so I don't think you need that.
It's a non-voting position.
It's a non-voting position, so, okay, well, I'm hearing very positive.
I propose it or second it.
Okay, well, let me hear a motion.
I move.
Second.
Second.
Discussion?
Wait, we only had a motion
And a second. And I'm asking for discussion.
Jim seconded.
Oh, Jim, okay, thank you, Jim.
He'll be allowed then to speak at the board meetings, although he won't have a vote on the topics discussed. He'll be able to share with us his insight.
If he chooses to.
Would he go into executive session with us?
I'd have to check that.
I don't know how that
I
works.
don't know how it works. I would have to check that. I'm not certain. I don't know the answer to that.
So it's kind of
It's an elder statesman.
Right.
It's an elder statesman.
it's an unofficial situation
Yes.
where he doesn't vote and he doesn't receive.
He just brings a great historical
Yeah.
perspective. I mean, I turn to him quite regularly and dig out. Tonight I'm going to present, talk about some things. Had I not been able to talk to him, I wouldn't have had the facts from the past.
And it gives him a status as emeritus. It recognizes his service. It recognizes him as somebody with history and knowledge about the library.
I understand all that. My only concern at this point is how does he fit in with the rest of us? I mean, is he going to be in a situation where he can listen to what we say and then offer information, or we can ask him stuff, or can he?
Well, first of all, I don't
Inject
even
himself in the conversation.
know that he would accept this. I have had no discussion with him on it. So
Yeah.
you know, Earl's pretty busy. He's taking care of his wife, but.
Well, I appreciate what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering exactly what, I'd like a little more clarity on what his status is going to be.
I think he
I
could
look
enter
forward to-
discussions, but not vote.
Yeah.
I look
Or he would make a
forward to
motion.
having someone here we could talk to, or we
Mhm.
could ask about it, we could talk about the history, but I don't look forward to someone interjecting himself in a conversation that we're having that we didn't invite him to. That's all.
I don't think that would happen.
No, I'm sure.
That would
I
hurt.
think
Well,
there's
it's
two
just-
trustees
once you
that
open
we
this can
lost
of
that
worms
have
with it-
long-term
Exactly.
knowledge of how the library worked on the inside and the policy over more than 10 years, and that was Connie and Earl. And when we lost Hans and Ann took a new job, I know someday we're gonna be looking for papers and they won't have a clue where they
Yeah.
are, and those two would be able to say, go here.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not saying,
I mean, just
disrespect him in any way.
Oh, I know.
Right.
I'm just concerned about their status.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is too, we have two trustees that are not here, Trustee Evans and Trustee Flemma, and I think we need to table this. This is, if
Excuse me, Ed, we can't table every discussion when two trustees don't show up.
Linda, it wasn't even put on the agenda, and out of courtesy to those that aren't here, I think you owe them some deference here, not just to push it on somebody. The thing is, give them the opportunity, let's discuss it at the next meeting, and have Trustee Flemma and Trustee Evans here. You wanna just bring it on, I don't see it on the agenda here at all. Where does it say Trustee Emeritus? Nothing.
Doesn't.
So, let's table it.
So are you recommending then that Earl and Connie?
It's a consideration.
Okay.
depends on what the group wants.
Okay, I don't have any problem, letting you guys think about it. I'm not intending to ram anything down anybody's throat. I just, I think it's a really good idea. So,
I do too, and there's no guaranteeing either or one of them would say yes.
no,
I mean,
they, okay. Okay, we don't need to vote on it tonight unless anybody
Can I
wants.
volunteer to speak to Earl and ask him, or does
Sure.
somebody else want to do that?
I was gonna call him, but that's fine.
Yeah, but you're kind of important, I'm just somebody who, so.
You're kind of important too. Okay, all
Yeah,
right,
I'm gonna call
okay, so
Connie.
Mary, why don't you talk to Connie? Because
Okay.
actually, before we vote, we should talk to them and see if they would accept it in
Okay,
any event, and I have not spoken to either one of them. But I'm glad I have, what I'm feeling is the support of the board to go ahead with that. So I think the next step then would be to talk to them, and then we can vote at the next meeting.
I would suggest, Harry, in case it comes up again, you might check out the question of there being an executive session. So that issue will be raised again.
I'm
Well,
sorry? What?
That if they are going to join us, they be allowed or not allowed to.
I don't know I don't know whether they are or not. I'd have to check that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, okay. All right, very good, thank you.
We could put that in the vote.
Yes, whether they would be. I don't know what people's thoughts are on it, but why don't, Mary, you call Connie.
okay.
I will call Earl and
I just got fired again?
oh, no, you're gonna do it, that's right, I'm sorry. You go ahead. You're getting fired no matter what, aren't you? Okay,